there, and welcome to the first episode of Project Nurva. In this series, I will be creating a planet and speculating how life on it will evolve based on scientific principles. So, before making a planet, let's consider its star. I chose an orange dwarf with 0.7 solar masses. This means that the star may be habitable for 31.47 billion years, and the habitable zone will be between 0.38 AU and 1.21 AU. 1 AU is the distance between the Earth and the Sun. I'll call this star Hadron. Next is the planet. I've decided to go with a mass of 0.3 Earth masses and 0.6 Earth radii. This gives the planet a gravity of 0.83 Gs. 1 G is the gravitational pull of the Earth. I've decided to put it 1.18 AU away from Hadron, as I like the idea of a cold, wintry, but still habitable planet. I've decided to name this planet Nurva. So, life begins in the Nurvan oceans. Complex multicellular life is a complex thing, so it takes some time for it to evolve. In Nurva's case, it took 1.5 billion years for the first multicellular organisms to evolve. The first is Platycayana, a flat algae-like plant floating on the surface of the water. It reproduces by spore bursting into itself, as it has both male and female gamete members. This makes it colonial. Around the same time, a triradially symmetric life form called Triantha evolves. No more than 9 millimeters wide, Triantha possesses free flower-like appendages to collect nutrients from the water via osmosis, which is when nutrients are gathered directly from the water and not processed. They connect together via underground roots, which in the center connects to a central tube. When ready, this tube then ejects spores in hopes of some meeting in other spores of the opposite gender in order to get fertilized. A few million years later, the last branch of multicellular life comes into being. Nodotera possesses free segments with a through gut going down the middle. To move, it has a wing in its back and can rotate its segment to change its direction of movement. It's zooplankton, as this alone cannot fully resist the tides. It also has an antenna just above its mouth to sense food. It primarily feeds on Platycayana to survive. These three are the primordial life forms from which all other animal and plant life will evolve. In just a few million years, 4-flowered and 5-flowered versions of Triantha evolve, called Quadrantha and Quinantha, respectively. Due to the increased energy provided, Quinantha can grow up to 15 millimeters wide. Do remember that due to the colder conditions of Nurva, Platycayana and Nodotera are limited within the tropics. Meanwhile, the deeper sea Triantha and its descendants, collectively making up the phylum Amphizoa, are less limited and can live in somewhat non-tropical regions of the ocean. Triantha is slowly outcompeted by the other amphizoans and becomes extinct within a few million years. We end episode 1.52 billion years into Nurva's history. See you next time!